The story of Flight MH370 has been a puzzle since the Boeing 777 left Kuala Lumpur for Beijing on March 8, 2014, with 239 people on board. Even though satellite data strongly suggested the plane crashed in the southern Indian Ocean, the extensive search didn't find any solid evidence to solve the mystery. This event raised questions about how the aviation industry could prevent similar incidents, especially considering it wasn't the first time a plane had disappeared without a trace for a long period of time. Today we're delving into a critical topic: the impact of Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 on aviation policies and procedures. Welcome to Aviation Chronicles. Subscribe and let's dive in. We know MH370 took off from Kuala Lumpur without any signs of trouble. About 26 minutes into the flight over the South China Sea, the Aircraft Communications Addressing and Reporting System, which shares information about the plane's condition, was turned off. The reasons for this remain unknown, adding to the confusion surrounding the fate of the flight. How could a plane just disappear? In the case of this aircraft, it vanished from radar less than an hour into its flight because someone had turned off its transponder. The transponder is responsible for communicating the plane's location and altitude to air traffic control. Subsequently, military radar picked up the aircraft about 45 minutes later. Additional clues about its trajectory were derived from electronic signals, akin to handshakes exchanged between the plane and a satellite. However, the question arises, why did a large aeroplane disappear when we can easily locate almost anything with a few clicks online? Back in 2014, aviation expert Chris Yates pointed out that one reason was the aviation industry's limited capability to keep track of its planes. He highlighted that the industry lagged in adopting new tracking technologies despite the constant emergence of innovative solutions. Integrating these advancements into aircraft systems took a considerable amount of time, often spanning years or even decades. Yates also emphasized the strict regulations governing airplanes, as a single misstep could result in the loss of an aircraft and numerous lives. Yet another significant challenge was financial. Airlines were resistant to investing substantial sums in updating their planes with new safety features, as it posed a significant financial burden. Back in 2014, there was a plan to enhance airplane tracking, led by aviation expert Heinrich Grossbongard. In Europe and the US, major players in aviation were brainstorming new rules for the flight data recorder and the cockpit voice recorder, essentially the airplane's memory. So, what was the deal? They aimed to upgrade the locator beacons on these recorders, which are crucial for finding them if a plane crashes. The plan was to equip them with better batteries and louder signals to make them easier to locate underwater. The European Aviation Safety Agency spilled the beans, revealing intentions to extend the lifespan of these beacons on the central part of the plane from 30 to 90 days. EASA also pondered fitting new locators on big planes flying over oceans. These upgraded locators would have an extended range compared to the ones on the current black boxes. Alternatively, planes might be equipped to determine their precise location within 6 nautical miles if something went wrong. Moreover, there were talks about boosting the recording time of black boxes, currently set at 2 hours to a whopping 20 hours. But that's not all. Discussions also revolved around making the emergency locator transmitter, the device that sends out distress signals in case of a crash, work even more efficiently. According to Grossbongard, implementing these advanced black boxes across the global fleet of large planes might take about 4 or 5 years. Looking back, these efforts aim to significantly improve aircraft tracking and safety, addressing concerns raised by incidents like the mysterious disappearance of Flight MH370. Back in 2014, the aviation community took a bold step to tackle the issue of planes mysteriously disappearing. The International Air Transport Association, representing around 240 airlines, revealed their commitment to preventing such vanishings. In April of that year, Tony Tyler, the head honcho of IATA, spilled the beans on a groundbreaking plan. They were assembling a special group called the Aircraft Tracking Task Force. The primary mission of this task force was crystal clear: Find effective ways to keep constant tabs on airplanes. What was the strategy? The ATTF aimed to establish essential ground rules that any tracking system should adhere to. This approach would allow airlines to decide how best to monitor their planes based on their operational needs. The ATTF cooked up various options, and in September 2014, they presented these to the UN's International Civil Aviation Organization. The focus of these options was to ensure timely and accurate delivery of crucial information, especially during search and rescue operations for missing planes or investigations into crashes. Back in 2014, discussions were buzzing about the idea of live streaming full flight data to enhance communication with airplanes. However, as time passed, it became evident that this concept faced skepticism, notably from Jörg Handwerg, the spokesperson for the German Airline Pilots Association, Vereinigung Cockpit. Handwerg emphasized that constant live streaming could infringe on pilots' privacy, violating labor laws in many jurisdictions. Additionally, he believed it wouldn't eliminate accidents but could contribute to increased ticket prices. Aviation expert Chris Yates added another dimension to the discussion, highlighting a significant challenge related to space. The existing data stored in black boxes on planes is substantial, and implementing a constant live stream could overwhelm internet bandwidth. Looking back to 2014, the aviation landscape underwent a paradigm shift, especially in tracking planes over oceans and remote areas. Inmarsat, the UK satellite company credited with determining the location of flight MH370, emphasized the crucial need to monitor all planes, particularly in regions beyond the reach of ground radars. Jonathan Sinat, the Director of Corporate Communications at Inmarsat, highlighted the significance of establishing a global rule for tracking all planes, leveraging satellite communication systems. At that time, such tracking was mandatory only in specific regions worldwide. Interestingly, the technology for real-time tracking was already present on most modern passenger planes in 2014. Systems like automatic dependent surveillance contract facilitate two-way communication via satellite, functioning not only over land but also over oceans. Another technology, automatic dependent surveillance broadcasted a plane's position, though it relied on proximity to a ground station to operate. Reflecting on the mysterious disappearance of flight MH370 in 2014, it became evident that the aviation industry needed to enhance its aircraft tracking capabilities. Chris Yates, the aviation expert, emphasized that improving tracking systems would not only contribute to more accurate location determination of crashed planes, but also expedite search and rescue operations for potential survivors. Heinrich Grossbongard added a broader perspective, highlighting that enhanced tracking wouldn't just serve the purpose of finding planes, but would also play a crucial role in boosting passengers' confidence in the airline industry. Building and maintaining trust are paramount to ensuring passengers feel secure when they fly. In conclusion, MH370's disappearance was a turning point for the aviation industry. The lessons learned have led to significant improvements in policies and procedures, with a focus on enhancing safety, communication, and tracking systems. As aviation enthusiasts, it's essential to stay informed about these changes that contribute to the ongoing evolution of air travel. If you found this video informative, remember to hit the like button, subscribe to Aviation Chronicles, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Fly safe and see you in the next video.